Green behind the gate was 6. Salzburg Tsunami gapped off by 4 lengths. They're often pacing in a good beginning in the center. Gandalf the Bay fires out. So too from the rail does Boondoggle. Speed outside ×2 as Joe Pa's Lazarus and Dance on the Moon both fire out of there. A handful early is a pumped up D.A. Wicked Shine as Jones is straight up in the stirrups on him. Back into 5th now, that is Sailor Shadow. Further back, crossed over to get a spot is Purely Wicked. That first-time starter has just the gate-gapping Salzburg Tsunami beaten in the early going. The opening quarter was 27-4. Dance in the Moon and Phillion on that lead. Pressure comes from D.A. Wicked Shine, who's up on the outside trying to get by. Back into 3rd is Joe Pa's Lazarus. Racing 4th is Gandalf the Bay. Boondoggle racing back there from in 5th, 6th inside to Sailor Shadow. 7th tipped out goes Purely Wicked, and scooting up the rail is still Salzburg Tsunami, the trailer. On up to the midway point, Jones and the struggles continue with D.A. Wicked Shine at 4-5. That one's putting in some ugly steps through a 58-second opening half. D.A. Wicked Shine finds the front now and settles into a smoother looking stride as they travel into the turn. Dance in the Moon is back in 2nd, 2 lengths back to Joe Pa's Lazarus from in 3rd. Gearing up 4th outside is Sailor Shadow with the cover. Purely Wicked, a golden toe up into it 5th outside. Locked in, shuffled 6th, Gandalf the Bay. Ditto for Boondoggle 7th. Trailing outside from an 8th is Salzburg Tsunami. They're 3/4 bound. And D.A. Wicked Shine is up front just over a length in 1:28-1. D.A. Wicked Shine turns for home. Here's Sailor Shadow about to turn up the heat on that leader. Purely Wicked with a golden trip outside from in 3rd now, set to strike. They're in deep stretch. Sailor Shadow to the front. Here on the outside comes Purely Wicked. And Purely Wicked pouncing on Sailor Shadow late. Purely Wicked, they're sprinting late. Purely Wicked on the outside, winning the sprint to the line. It is Purely Wicked to win by a neck. An impressive debut for Purely Wicked, home in 1:56-4. To turn up the heat on that leader. Purely Wicked with a golden trip outside from in 3rd now, set to strike. They're in deep stretch. Sailor Shadow to the front. Here on the outside comes Purely Wicked. And Purely Wicked pouncing on Sailor Shadow late. Purely Wicked, they're sprinting late. Purely Wicked on the outside, winning the sprint to the line. It is Purely Wicked to win by a neck. An impressive debut for Purely Wicked, home in 1:56-4. For Purely Wicked wins tonight's second race. Here is a first-timer, 3-year-old McWicked gelding out of the Mach 3 mare, Put Me In To Go. Homebred owned by Robin Morley of Mildmay. Trained by Victoria McInnes. Driven to victory by Jonathan Drury. Purely Wicked wins at first asking and stops the clock tonight in 1:56-4 to do it. Purely Wicked in the second.